Victoria was telling me on the phone she's coming back from there. She just came around somebody who had just turned 60. Gave him a present. He was very happy. And so 60. I thought 60. Fucker's got 9 years on me. It might not look good for me to punch him right in the face. The news story, if you read it, would probably say 2 old men had an altercation and one got punched in the face. But if you saw the video, I don't know what this guy looks like. He's 60. He probably looks 60. It would look unfair. So I'm not going to punch Kay in the face. But it made me think, oh, she's home. I was supposed to be done with this by the time she got here. But then I got started talking about how I'm proud to be, what do you call it? Come on in. How I'm proud to be, proud to be. $60. Remember, that's what we were talking about, turning 60. Hi, baby. Batmobile just pulled in. Well, I guess I'm going to start talking about this. Turning 60, it made me wonder, of all the denominators of 60, they're, even whatever you call it, 10s, 20s, 30s that can be split even. What would you, come on, baby, will you, they know you're here. Baby. Talking about turning 60.
Oh.
And all the different
60. Oh.
Dr. K is, I didn't want everybody to know it, but it's short for Dr. No. It's that spin-off from the James Bond movie where the guy was smart enough to kill James Bond. And we got the step Danny's coming now. What are you doing back there? Sorry. I thought this would be quieter. Are there groceries? Okay, somebody can pick those damn things up later. I'm in the middle of a video. Watch your face. Watch your head. Mind the gap. All right, 60. I think I tried to fill in the time explaining, Okay, so I'm turning 60. Would I want to be 10, 6 times more? Would I want to have that whole cycle going on? Or would like it to be 23 times and just keep running through that? Or 30, 2 times. Run through that 30 through the 60, two times a 30 every time, 30 years of 30. 20 years, what is that? 20. 2 years of 30. I don't know. I'm just saying. Would I want to live 10 years old 6 times every 60 years? Where was I at 10 years old? I was an innocent. I was still an altar boy. I was still riding my bicycle to church in the morning, serve 7 o'clock mass with Kaminsky, Monsignor, and having him yell at me because he's got women with dry tongues and the Eucharist is falling off them, and I'm catching it with the pallet, that this thing trying to catch them. Yeah, and then one bounces and flies off and lands on the floor, and I'm like, ah, and he just looks and goes, ah, right in front of everybody. And I said, yeah, all these old fucking people, 7 o'clock in the morning is for old people. They're all just going, ah. And he picks it up and he puts it back on her tongue. I said, it was on the floor. I guess that's no different than picking up a cigarette off the floor. Flies have been shitting on it all day and everything else. It probably makes it better. See? Ta-da. I was an innocent, and I think if I had lived 10 times to get to 60, just like that, the math isn't even right, but if you get into the fourth dimension and you look at time properly, you can bend it, and you could be living fucking 10 years old for 60 years with this fucking loop starting over, beginning to the end of the year, beginning to the end of the year, and shit like that. I'm just making this up, kind of. I was an innocent. Would you really want to live that way? It was shortly after 10 years old that I was introduced to a little bit of darkness. And if I'd have stayed 10 years old all these 60 years, I would have never seen the joy that comes from the darkness thereafter and in between the 60 denominator. The 60 denominators. So would I have wanted to live innocent all those years and full of lies? No. There were some things I needed to see yet. There were some things I needed to see so I could recognize the lies. Anybody hiding from the truth is hiding from themselves because they're afraid of what they might do that would let themselves out. 20, would I like to do 23 times? Shit, what was that, 20? A pretty good year from the start, but by the end of it, I was in Iraq, and went into Iraq at 20, had dreams about how I was 14 and I could have changed it all during that time, just because they didn't let us have beer over there. That's it. Drank a lot of non-alcohol beer, day in, day out, but they didn't let us have alcohol. And when I came back, I was 21, but all the time up until I was 20 there, at the good last end of it, I was confined. Looking to the future without quite letting go of the past. Still stuff was bubbling up. How do I get out of this line? And I got back and I was 21. I turned 21 in the desert, living life inside a hole. No one to send me booze, but Mama tried. Mama tried to send me liquor, but the army, they denied. Leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Boom, boom. And Mama succeeded. See, I changed the lyrics to that when I do karaoke, but Mama succeeded. She sent me an airline shot of Jack Daniels for my 21st birthday, and I was On my 21st birthday, I was living inside a hole in the desert. And so you think, you want to do this 3 more times? I was having dreams about eating pizza. I once had a dream where I was at a poolside. I came to in the dream like I do and say, where the fuck am I? You know, it's like crossing realities, streams, like the rapture, the whole world transforms, something like that. And I looked around, I was by a tiki bar, and I was in a chair, and I had a beer in my hand, and there were girls. And I first I noticed the girls in the bikini around the pool. I just, noticed them as a thing without, like, wow, women. But so I was taken in the environment, and before I even had time to think about the fact that there were girls there in bikinis, I smelled cocoa butter. And I was like, in my dream, I smelled cocoa butter. So I could smell these women in my dreams. I mean, you take a guy away from a girl for long enough and pizza, and you're going to dream about it. It's not, say I'm a pervert, probably about as good as it gets. Without having to join a church to cover your ass. So that was 20. Do I want to do that 3 times, do nothing but dream about reality? I mean, if I could have been dreaming the whole time, yeah, I had 3 nocturnal missions in one night. People would come to me and ask me what I dreamed the night before. I'm pretty sure they were masturbating to it. The Batgirl and the Alien, and I can't remember that third one. But yeah, I was a mess. I was 20. The average age of the Vietnam soldier was 19, and then 19. I was 20, so that made up for the 18-year-old that was there in Vietnam. It's just an average. I'd already been in the military for 3 years. So, do I want to live 3 20s? I don't know, I felt I was incarcerated. And then you can go 2 30s to get 60. 2 30s. There was one of these professors in San Jose State. I was standing outside of Hugh Gillis Hall with her. We were smoking a cigarette together. And she said to me, she asked how old I was. I said, I'm getting ready to turn 30. And she said to me, oh, the best years of our lives are 30. And she said, everything in my life just went when I turned 30. And I'm standing there, I said, oh yeah, you look like you're a fucking wreck. And right after 30, for a period of about 2.5 years, the way I've got it calculated, I knew it then, and I just remember it. 2.5 years, right after I turned 30, everything went to shit. It was amazing. There was stuff going on. I couldn't even fucking figure out why it was going on. And about 2.5 years later, I found myself out in the dark the one night, and I was thinking, Jesus, man, this shit just keeps fucking happening. I said, I'm about to lose my mind. And I thought, maybe I could just look at it like it's a test. And that's the way I said it. I'll look at it like it's a test. And I said, it's something I've got to figure out and I've got to get through. They're seeing how much I can take. It wasn't anybody. It was just the idea of maybe a test. Maybe I needed to get back and touch myself because I'd fucking been pulled away for about 2.5 years. And that wasn't in a relationship. Don't worry, I'm not masking anything. It was just bad times. And as soon as I thought that, I felt this spark of something in this dead chest. It went, phew. As soon as I thought, maybe it's a test, maybe I just need to get through it. And I said, oh, And I felt immediately better. I knew it was just small, but I was like, and following that, it grew and grew and grew and grew, and I was back. All I had to do was understand. Just act like it's something. We can all do it, can't we? I mean, look, so many people are pretending. So would I want to be 30 again? That would have to be compiled with 2.5 years into that 30-year thing, going over 20 and 20 and 20 again. 30. Dirty 30. Shitty 30. That's all it comes down to. All the denominations of 60, oh, whatever you'd call them, the way it can be broken down evenly. I say fuck it to all of them. I don't want to be innocent. I don't want to be incarcerated. And I don't want to be fucking stupid. I think I want to try 60 on for size.